game, but he was 15 years old when this happened, and so injury in rugby is something that it's very close to my heart,
yes.
And I think it's a real issue for the game that cannot be taken too lightly, and there is a danger if something doesn't happen to turn down this dial, people will get put off playing rugby, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But you already hear it on touchlines with parents, mums in particular, and just sort of, do they really want their children to be playing rugby? And those things snowball.
Yes.
And what I've seen in sport very quickly over the last sort of minute, he's in the harbour.
Anyway, eventually he was fished out, wasn't he? But the fact is that he's been in trouble back here in the UK twice, once with the police, once again with Eddie Jones, the head coach. Is he a liability, a continuing liability to England? Is he worth it?
Well, how many chances do coaches give players? I think that's one of the issues with that.
Well, we've mentioned 3 incidents, 3 strikes and you're out normally, isn't it?
Well, you would think so, but I think it's another one of those examples of the modern game, modern characters, the amount of money, the level of responsibility that you'd expect players to take, not just in rugby but other sports as well. We are in a different world, and the modern media, and players do have to take more responsibility. Either that, or coaches are then forced to effectively lock people in their rooms, which is, we're into that really crazy position.
Well, let's talk about the present situation. England head coach Eddie Jones. You were nearing the end of your time at Twickenham when he was appointed head coach. Can you take credit for what appears to have been a successful decision here? He's done well, hasn't he, Jones?
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing that I think I mentioned is how do you appoint coaches? Do you have a recruitment process? Do you have a nice panel, really experienced people like Ian McGeechan, Richard Hill, Conor O'Shea, myself, Ian Ritchie on the panel that appointed Stuart Lancaster.
Yes. Who by no coincidence was an Englishman, and that was all part of the point, wasn't it?
It was all part of the point, and it was, at the time it was felt that, it was the right thing at the right time for rugby. And again,